South Bend, Indiana. A top 5 showdown is in store, and you can set the tone and set the pace for what your season is going to be like by winning a game like this early. It's the Ohio State Buckeyes and the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline.
Well, guys, Jeremiah Smith could be disappointed after not being a Heisman finalist last season for Ohio State. But all he did is get back to work, keep his head down, and have an unbelievable summer. He's looking better than ever, and we as college football fans are lucky that we get to watch the best player in the country one more season for the Buckeyes. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. So Notre Dame's kicker approaches the football, and the 2026 season is underway. He'll return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Makes the quick grab. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Here's Sayin to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
The big fellow laying out. Look at that body control, using all that muscle, all that strength to lay out and make the big catch for his team.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Jackson. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. Preseason rankings may not mean that much in the grand scheme of things, but the hype factor, man, off the charts when you start the season as the top dog.
Preseason #1 ranking, part of that because of the success last year, part of that because of the talent they have on the roster. But David, now you've got to go out and prove it. I know this team has been very hungry and very excited to finally do that today.
Yeah, and you're the #1 team, so you're getting a lot of pats on the back, and I think the coach is going to be like, all right, listen, let's go earn this. This team has done nothing. We haven't earned anything. Today starts that march where we get to earn something.
Here's Julian Sayin to throw. Unloads it downfield. Touchdown, Buckeyes! First score of the game goes up. They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Let me tell you, that opening script was a masterpiece. Send that baby to Hollywood, and it's a blockbuster.
I think so, and A-listers all over the field for this offense. You saw some of the playmakers they've got in the speed. Great job going out and executing on that opening drive.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Carr fires to the big fella. And That completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down. One thing you can figure out from these tests early in the season, particularly a top 5 matchup like this, is where you are and just how far you have to go.
Yeah, and which is a talking point amongst your team. It's a prove-it game. Like, let's see where we stack up so we can start building throughout the rest of the season.
You're right, David. It's fun to find out this early in the year between 2 top 5 teams. Just who are these guys? What do they do well? What do they not do well? How mentally and physically tough are they? Because that's going to answer a lot of questions as the season goes on.
Carr on play action. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Under fire. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Looks it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The short hands, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Could not make his way to the corner.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Sayin trying to be heard above the noise. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
Hey, man, that's a frustrating end to that play. And I say that, man, because you need to give me everything you have. Like, I can't run out of bounds. I got a chance to maybe get the first down, lower my shoulder, be physical. My team needs a couple more yards to get the first down. And dude chose to run out of bounds.
It'll go out of bounds, and we'll see where they mark it. It's going to be right around the 35. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Gonna run it, it's Young. Stopped in the backfield, he's gonna lose 3 yards on the play.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. They'll move the wide receiver. Play action, Carr. Makes the grab on the left. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. The offense changing the play. From the gun on 3rd down, Carr. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Punt is on its way. And the punt will hit at the 7, and they can't corral it. It goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. On the ground, it's Jackson. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll run it again. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. The Fighting Irish call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, say it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, it's a great place to be for an offense. You got the whole playbook available, and they choose to pass, and the defense did a really good job playing the pass. And 4th down now is decision time for you.
The Buckeyes decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Now on the return. Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Might be calling a hot route. Throwing, Carr, looking to the big tight end. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Looking for room, it's Mobley. Picked up 8 yards there, 3rd down and 2.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Now staring at a 3rd and short from the 40. Here's Carr to throw. It's complete to the left. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
Hauls it in and looking upfield. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Breaks into the open. Makes it past the marker. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. You count up those explosive plays in a game, and you put a little extra star by the big run.
Yeah, this running back is a weapon, boy. He is so good in space. He's got shiftiness. He can make guys miss. And if this guy gets into the second level, watch out. He can hit a home run.
He's up to 57 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on 2nd and short. First carry of the season. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last 2 possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on 3rd down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Say it. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeye! Snagged it in the end zone and put points on the board.
I know we're only in game 1, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do, and they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to end. Snags it, and there's running room. He just brought some serious energy, making that huge play and getting it all the way down to the 23-yard line.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Carr fires toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Well, the defense does an awesome job here with their backs against the wall in their own red zone, coming away with an INT early. That could be a big game-changing type play in this game.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They've had a really productive first half so far, and they'll try to add to it here. Finds the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Running inside, it's Jackson. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, you see a great individual effort there that time, and you can see the skills this guy has, and he just reminds me sometimes of the great Ohio State backs we've seen in the past, right? You think of Archie Griffin and his 2 Heisman trophies, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins. This guy right here with his skill set, he's got the chance to be the next great Buckeye back.
Early movement on the offense will push them back a bit. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. These corners going to give these receivers some space. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. Defense more than happy to take that free yardage. Line gets set, first down. Say it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And the Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. Good timing on the quick out. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Now here's Sayin. He's got him. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And man, this is not the plan that they drew up defensively. Like trying to get stops, trying to get them off the field. They finally get them to a 3rd down situation, and they still can't execute. So slow start for this defense. They better find some answers because they've already dug themselves a hole.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buckeyes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Again, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. What a job to lay out and make the catch. The Buckeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Throwing, Sayin. Got his man on the right. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. On the move.
The defense really gets it. They understand what's going on. The quarterback is a threat to run the football. I have to understand that. It changes the way I play defense. Am I going to have more speed on the field? Whatever I do, I got to make sure I do what they did right there. Focus in on the QB, lock in, and make sure he doesn't beat me.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down.
And decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds, and excellent field position for this offense. One more snap coming before halftime. He wants to change this route. Here's C.J. Carr to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We begin with North Dakota State taking on the number 18 team, the Iowa Hawkeyes. And it's the home squad with the first half lead in a battle of teams both looking to avoid an 0-2 start. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this all...
Turning it on! Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big game for the offense.
Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Got the quick pass. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40.
I'll tell you, QBs and receivers, they practice these out routes all week long. You've got to anticipate. You've got to be comfortable throwing it before he gets out of his break. And they executed it perfectly right there to pick up that first.
22. Booster. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the wideout. Play fake. Carr. He's got his man. An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion, now 2nd and 2. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Williams. Noses ahead to the 30-yard line, a pickup of 1. And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think that's exactly what we're going to need to see from this offense, man. Once the field starts to shrink, you get on this side of the field, you're down by 10 points, man. You need to put the ball in the end zone. Like, you're thinking touchdown, not field goal. And they really got to be physical, establish this run game, and do everything they can to get 7 on this drive.
Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
Well, there was really nowhere to go for the quarterback with that football. He's just trying to check it down to his running back, and the defense was there, and they made the play.
After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Throwing, Carr. Makes the grab. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Getting set for the point after. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Nice grab to get that squib kick inside the 10. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. The run inside. It's Jackson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Yeah, they're just going to need more push up front. There was nowhere for that running back to go. The offensive line got moved right back into his lap, and as a result, they lose yards on that.
Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Saying, trying to be heard above the noise. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human, keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there in that pocket.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Connection to the right. Oh, he's got some space. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
The Buckeyes have it with a 1st and 10. The O-line, sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Here's Sayin to throw. Makes the catch. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And I like a good check down as much as anybody. Survey the field, don't make a mistake, check it down to your running back, let him do the rest. But there was 2 guys right next to him. So that was actually a little bit of a dangerous throw, but you could tell they were definitely locked in, and they were not going to let that running back catch that football and go anywhere after the catch.
So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Sayin. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Sayin back to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on 4th down.
Well, they weren't thrown to the sticks on that 3rd down. They hit the drag route. They get a nice gain, but that now sets up 4th down with more yards to go, and it's decision time. I think moving forward on 3rd downs, you got to start thinking about routes down the field.
Kick is in the air. Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Play action, C.J. Carr throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quarterback making adjustments. Here's Carr to throw. Quick completion on the out route. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they are on the move. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback be going the other direction.
Looking to throw, it's Carr. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Makes the grab. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here. They're sitting in a strong position here with the lead. Let's take a look at our game summary. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Running inside, it's Williams. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. Might be changing the route. They're in the gun, 3rd down. Here's Carr. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, on a 3rd and short like that, you just have to have great chemistry between the quarterback and his receiver. They just couldn't get on the same page, and now it sets up 4th down.
And it's good! And now it's a one-possession game.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Ohio State sending out the offense to start this drive. That last field goal made this a one-possession game. They've put together a rally, and now they'll try to turn the momentum back around starting on this drive. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jackson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football, so he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quick completion to the right. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Now here's Saying. Lets it fly. A full dive to haul that one in.
Well, that's another completion. This quarterback's on fire. I get it. He's thrown for over 200 yards in this game, but it's because he's got people helping him out. How about that in
1st down here as we dive into the college football season? A week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Julian Saying to throw. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Man, is that the opportunity they needed? That is exactly what this defense needed. They need to swing momentum. They needed to get the ball back to their offense if they wanted to win this football game. Just such a huge missed opportunity.
High the chains now on 2nd and long. Running to Green. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. The Buckeyes moving quickly to the line. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
He splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a 2-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
Here come the Irish back on offense. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Got his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
He might want another play. Carr. The quick out. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. At the 20. He'll be pulled down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line as they play a little pitch, catch, and run. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air again, Carr. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Here's C.J. Carr to throw. And it's picked off right at the goal line. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter, everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. That hole closed quickly. He'll get one out to the 6. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
Yeah, and a nice job by this defense. This is a critical moment, right? We got to get the football back. They're backed up, thank goodness. Force a punt here, get the football back so we can make some magic here in this fourth quarter.
The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Right back to the well. Powers through the defender. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
It's 1st and 10 from their own 14-yard line. The run inside. It's Jackson.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, you least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in. The defense locked and loaded, understand what they were trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
On the run, it's Jackson. There's some room. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. He's up to 107 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. And the Buckeyes will line it up on 1st and 10. These corners going to give them some space. To the ground. He's got it again. There he goes. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
The lone back's got it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
Really nice job stopping the run, but the problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. They know the offense is just going to take their time before they snap the ball.
And they'll stop him after a minimum.